we're zksig. At zksig, we are protecting people with privacy-first, legally binding agreements that connect real-world enforcement to the chain. As we're connecting on-chain activity with off-chain enforcement, we're presented with a dilemma. We can either compromise our agreement data, our private agreement data, or we can lock up our private agreement data, making it impractical to connect our digital activity with real-world legal, like the mature legal infrastructure that we have in place today, really leaving us unprotected and non-compliant oftentimes. This is an older slide deck, but go to the next one. Yep. So at zksig, we are using zero-knowledge proofs to really overcome this obstacle. We allow our users to create enforceable agreements while safeguarding their sensitive data with non-custodial ownership of agreement data, allowing them to pick and choose which agreement details they want to share and what they want to keep private. Ultimately, this allows us to connect our on-chain activity with off-chain enforcement, and developers are able to build new applications and new workflows on top of previously locked, legally binding data. So, for example, a developer can create a loan platform where they get a proof of income, and a user will reveal their salary from an employment agreement while keeping their name and address private. Or a investment DAO might want their users to give tax information and sign subscription agreements, and then automatically trigger token transfers after they receive all that information. So ultimately, what we're trying to do is connect the digital activity that we have today with the enforceable legal and mature infrastructure that exists already.
So in putting together our core platform, we were really focused on usability and user experience as well as developer experience. A core platform features like a really familiar e-signature user experience to reduce as much friction as possible, because e-signature software is traditionally Web 2. A lot of folks that struggled with the digital transformation use it. So there's that. Like Ryan said, you can securely share agreement details. And then most importantly, our nice feature for devs is the ability to set up those Web 2 webhooks notifications when contracts are signed, or the Web3 smart contract integration, where when you collect all the signatures on an electronic document, then you can hit a smart contract with the JSON data generated from a zero-knowledge proof to show that that agreement has been completed. The slides are out of order, so I'm going to go backwards here. A little bit about our market timing. We took a look at the overall e-signature and document platform market from last year. It was around $9 billion, then zoomed in on a service gap that DocuSign identified, which was contracts platforms, and that was valued at about $4 billion in 2019, so years ago. And then most importantly for us is that Web3 identity and privacy services market, where folks really want sovereignty over their data, control over what happens with their identity information. And that market, as we've heard from everybody here, is just like poised to grow tremendously. What was supposed to be next? Yep. Our revenue model is traditional SaaS, monthly subscription on a tiered basis. We are hoping to work primarily at the beginning with DAOs, decentralized businesses, and really help them tackle challenges like taxes, things where they have to interact with the physical world. I'm Kara Ponzini. I'm a former attorney and practiced for about 8 years before becoming a software engineer. I previously come from a Bitcoin company, and so I've got experience kind of in both worlds here. And this is Ryan.
Hey, I'm Ryan. I have over a decade of software engineering experience, including in HIPAA-compliant, data-controlled areas at Salesforce, and then also in Web3, building DeFi protocols and also some core Web3 tooling. We have one more person, Adrian, who isn't here with us today. He is our founding engineer. He has software engineering experience at fintech companies, and then also worked as a business consultant and tax consultant at UI.
And then as far as our ask goes, Monday. Monday as we were on our way to ETH Denver, so it's live on our website. We're looking for about $750 to $1 million in seed / potentially pre-seed funding to develop our roadmap over the next 18 months. We need to grow staff. We need to engage in some marketing. And that's it. Thank you for your time.